What does your workout routine look like? Are you hitting push-pull legs, a bro split, maybe an Arnold bro split, maybe even doing powerlifting? All useless. The only thing that actually works is doing 10 sets of tomfoolery. You've probably seen this online. Some goofy looking workout classes with people trying their hardest to exercise without actually exercising. Trampolines, moon shoes, bungee cords tied to the ceiling, dancing, surfboards, and even hitting an exercise ball like it's a drum. They're all so close to being exercise, but yet oh so far. And there's a few things to take note of when you see these exercises. The first is that they always require some kind of special equipment that can't be found in a regular gym. And there's a very good reason for this, because if it can be found in every single gym, they can't charge you absurd prices to take these classes. All of these are some excuse for a middle-aged Facebook influencer to sell bullshit to other women. And it's always marketed with some elaborate story about how this exercise completely changed this influencer's life, and how it's so much fun and they lost all their excess fat and put on muscle and all these incredible things without having to work out like a normal person. And what do you know, they just so happen to sell the equipment that their followers need to do it. It will also inevitably be promoted with some bullshit supplement that doesn't actually do anything and costs way too much money, but which they say was the secret to them losing 50 pounds of fat. They always seem to forget to mention the Ozempic, HRT, and liposuction that actually got rid of that weight. Now, for most of the videos I've shown you, you'll notice something very specific. Let's see if you can figure out what it is. You'll notice that one demographic seems to fall prey to this more than anyone else. And it's middle-aged women. Now, I'm gonna give you a business tip for free. If you wanna make money, sell to women. This is a fun statistic for you. 80% of consumer purchases are made or influenced by women. They hold a monopoly on consumer purchases. This is why things like pink tax exist. You'll notice that if you go into a supermarket or whatever, you'll find two products that are literally identical, but one is pink and is marketed to women, and it costs 50% more. Now go look at any of the classes your gym offers that aren't cycling or something that actually works, like shape or grind or dance class or Zumba or hop skippity jump class. And it's generally made up of nothing but middle-aged women. Now, I don't know if these women hate exercising or if they've just been fed a bunch of bullshit on infomercials and Facebook, but they seem to be the only ones falling for it. I've never heard of a man going, well, I've just found my new workout routine from my favorite dadfluencer, where all you have to do is buy their patented Dadspo dumbbell and hold it up for 10 minutes a day, and it gets you really toned. You should see the before and after photos on the Dadspo site. Well, why can't you use any dumbbell? Well, because of the patented Dadspo technology that balances the weight so your muscles just get really toned. And if you don't do that, you won't get toned. It's only $750 to get my dream body. Can you believe it? No, I cannot. Little side note quickly. I fucking hate the term toned. When someone says they want to be toned, it usually means they know nothing about fitness. What the fuck is being toned anyway? Because they always say, well, I don't want to get muscles, I just want to be toned. You can't be toned without muscles. As someone who spends a lot of time in the gym and hangs out with people who know what they're doing in the gym, it's always a bit of a shock to me to see what the untrained masters are getting up to. And for some reason, it's always labeled as high intensity. But the only high intensity thing is the intensity of the bullshit. Out of interest, I once watched a tutorial to one of these training classes online. And the top comment on this video was about how much fun it was and how it was so good that they didn't even break a sweat or get out of breath once. I hate to break it to you, darling, but that means it probably didn't fucking work. The goal of working out is not to make the experience as easy as possible. The goal is to improve your body, and that is more likely than not going to involve some degree of discomfort. Now, any movement is good, but pretending that any movement, like hitting an exercise ball in a bucket with a stick, is going to change your body is a massive lie. If you want to move for the sake of moving and you find this fun, then that's great. Go ahead, do it. I've got no complaints. But if you want to change your body, it's more than likely going to involve something that isn't very fun to do. Not everyone has to change their body, but a lot of scammers sell lies to target lazy people who are insecure about the way they look. And these are often the people who complain about having tried 10 different exercise routines and 15 different diets and nothing's ever worked. But of course it didn't, because you were doing this shit. I've never spoken to someone who's genuinely struggled to change their body, who's actually done the right things. But yet I've spoken to so many people who have changed their body, who've just done the stuff that makes sense. See, changing the way you look is not some grand fucking mystery. It's been figured out a long time ago, and it works, and there are countless people to prove that. But yet people keep trying to reinvent the wheel and make it easier. Lift weights, eat more protein and fiber and less calories, and maybe do some cardiovascular exercise to burn some excess calories. You're not allowed to act shocked that you're not losing weight when all you've done is jump around on your little funny moon boots, or fling yourself around on a bungee cord, or hit a fucking exercise ball in a bucket with a stick, while drinking some slim tea that just gives you the shits. Now, in all honesty, amongst all this bullshit, there are some genuinely good classes. Those trampolines are legitimately hardcore, intense exercise if you're doing it properly. And they're low resistance, so people who've got issues with their joints and past injuries, it's a great alternative to just doing traditional cardio, and it's probably more fun. And something like Reformer Pilates, when done properly, is genuinely really good exercise, even though it looks gimmicky. Some of the most hardcore workouts I've ever done have been in Reformer Pilates, but just don't expect to get super jacked off of it, because it trains your body in a different way. And I will not lie, the bungee jump exercise looks like a lot of fun. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Godspeed.